Anyone who's ever worked in retail or a service industry can tell you that as friendly as they are, they don't really know their customers or their stories. Unless something forces them to find out more, these people don't know anything about their clients. Hello, wonderful people. I'm Jamie Buck from WonderBot, and here is Starbucks worker saves a customer's life after asking one simple question. Before we begin, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. When you think about going to get coffee, you don't imagine things like near-death experiences or trips to the emergency room. However, this is exactly what life had in store for Nicole McNeil, a young Starbucks barista. One conversation would change several lives. Nicole's work as a Starbucks barista is pretty much what you'd expect. Most people don't even think of her as more than a background character in their lives. Anyone who's worked in the service industry knows that you get to know the regular faces and their orders very well. Normally, that's all there is to the day. Nicole works hard, diligently taking people's orders, preparing their drinks, and performing the other duties required of her. Most people in her position wouldn't easily strike up a conversation with their customers, but Nicole isn't most people. If she had been, none of this would have happened. Vince Villano was one of Nicole's regular customers, and the two had a friendly customer-employee relationship. That is up until that fateful January morning. Something about Vince that day had Nicole cross the line and try to find out more. She had no idea how huge the impact of that simple action would be. On that day, Nicole noticed that something was different in Vince's demeanor. He seemed more distracted and fidgety than normal. While she had no idea what was happening in his life, it was clear that he was upset about something. She had no idea that his days were, in fact, numbered. Vince had given more than a decade of his life to the military and had reached the rank of sergeant. He had been working as an emergency medical technician and had seen many things that still haunted him. But that wasn't what was bothering him that day. Once Vince had completed his service, he decided to move on from it by opening up a branch of Farmers Insurance. Gone were the days where his life was on the line. Now he lived a standard 9-to-5 life. However, life had other plans. Like many other servicemen, it was difficult for Vince to adjust to living a civilian life again. However, there was something much greater bothering him that day. This would be what led him and his barista to make such a profound connection. The pair simply didn't know it yet. See, Nicole and Vince had no idea that one thing brought them together: the military. Nicole's husband, Justin, was a veteran just like Vince, so they both had seen more tragedy and put their lives at risk more than anyone knew. That morning at Starbucks, all Nicole knew was that her regular customer, whom she knew as Trenta Vanilla Sweet Cream Cold Brew, was definitely upset about something. So she deviated from her routine and asked him a question. I said, "I'm off in 15 to 20 minutes. We can sit down and chat before I pick up my kids," Nicole recalled. When I asked Vince, he said, "It would take too long to tell you." But he clearly needed someone to listen. So Vince started to talk. She quickly discovered that Vince was a veteran, but was surprised to learn that Vince's problem wasn't about the transition from soldier to civilian. It was something far less psychological. But it was just as complicated. Vince had polycystic kidney disease, a genetic condition that causes cyst-ridden kidneys to enlarge and shut down. The disease can cause some serious complications from high blood pressure to kidney failure. By 2016, Vince was on a debilitating dialysis machine. In the days leading up to his talk with Nicole, he had been told by doctors that he needed a kidney transplant, and that getting one was a matter of life and death. "When I was first diagnosed, I felt like, well, I'm dying," Vince said. "It's kind of like a black cloud that hangs over your head." That night, Nicole told Justin all about her conversation with Vince, and the two hatched a plan. The three became close friends, especially Justin and Vince, who bonded over their veteran status. The more they got to know each other, the more Justin and Nicole were convinced they had to help Vince. His life depended on it. After hearing Vince's story, Justin simply said, "Well, I have a kidney." Even after leaving his military duty behind, Justin still felt compelled to help someone in need in any way he could, even if it meant donating his own kidney. "It doesn't surprise me," Nicole said of her husband's decision. "He's that generous and that kind, but deciding to donate an organ was just the first step. After all, there was no guarantee that Justin was even a match. It took a year, but they finally got the news. Justin was a match. In the end, it really is a life or death question," Justin explained. The fact that Justin was also a veteran made this an easy question for Justin to answer. So on December 26th, Justin went into surgery to donate a kidney to his brother in arms. But their relationship, according to Justin, won't change. "I'm not the guy giving him a kidney, and he's not the guy receiving a kidney. He's just Vince," Justin said. Vince didn't just end up with a brand new kidney. After the surgery, his love of life returned along with his dedication to helping others. And to think, if Nicole hadn't insisted on hearing Vince's story, the three never would have met. And not only would Vince never have gotten his kidney, but they never would have become best friends. "Every stranger is a potential friend," Nicole said. With or without Justin's kidney, the three friends are certainly bonded for life. Justin's generosity ensured that Vince wouldn't be on the transplant list for years and years, unlike many other patients. A lot of the time, people participate in donation chains to help save multiple lives at once.